What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 video. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. But in today's video, we are going to talk about some things going on with the Division 2 today. We're not going to be talking about all the wonders and cool bells and whistles coming with year 5. We're not going to talk about rumors or anything like that. We're going to talk about what is going on with this game today and what is broken, what is messed up, and what is planned to be changed or fixed. And in the end, we're going to see what is being taken as priority over others. And I'm even going to show you a glitch. Yeah. I mean, is it really a glitch though? I mean, probably not. It's just a broken game. So we're going to get into all this and more. So I really hope you enjoy this one. It's going to be about multiple things, and you'll see by the end of this video how many different things are going on with this game that are not as intended. Um, but all right, here we go. So first things first. Let me just show you the clip. Now, I took this clip 4 minutes ago, right? So let's look at this. So I'm shooting things at the target, right? I'm trying to figure out my damage with my my burned sticky because I'm increasing the expertise level. But then I see this thing pop up on the left side of my screen. Did you just see that? Look at it. It just popped up again. It's counting me testing out my weapon or my sticky bomb. It's counting that as a skill kill for the league. So what is this? I mean, I didn't glitch anything. All I did was go to the firing range and I was testing out my sticky because I just increased it to expertise 16. And I was like, is it even worth it? And then look at this. I just got an entire stage cleared for my shade skill kills for the league event. Complete. Just by testing out my skill at the range. So right now, you can complete your entire league objective with skill kills just right here at the range. Isn't that crazy? And I have no idea. That was insane. So then, as soon as I did that, I was like, wow, man, there's a lot of things going on right now. And then I look at my messages, right? And then I get a brand new message and it says, not sure if you were aware of this, but targets at the White House shooting range count towards your shade skill kills. And I was like, dude, you read my mind, man. What? And that's only one of the things. And that is crazy. So one of the next part that we need to talk about is the current XP farming method, the new XP glitch. Okay, I haven't made a video on this, and it's because the way it's being used is an exploit. Okay, the initial way that this farm was being used was not an exploit. However, the way that it's being used is. So let me explain, okay? So this is going to be the next part of what's going on with this game. So right here at Camp White Oak, okay? You can toggle Camp White Oak to Fei Lao, right? So you can toggle this to Fei Lao. And you can do this on normal, hard, all the way up to heroic, right? But if you do this on normal and go all the way to the end, Fei Lao has a 2-minute timer. Okay. Now just remember the Anderson XP farm that had a 15-minute timer. It's the exact same thing. What you do is you figure out where the enemies spawn, and then all you do for the 2 minutes during the Fei Lao mission is you're just spawn camp killing those enemies. That's all you're doing for 2 minutes. So instead of doing whatever else for that objective during the Fei Lao at the very end, instead of that, you're just killing enemies over and over, and that's how people are getting their XP farm right now. Okay? I mean, that's how they're doing it. However, the exploit, right? Because what I just told you, That's just a normal part of the mission. At the very end, there's a timer. It's the exact same thing that happened with Anderson. Instead of completing the objective as fast as possible, what you're doing is you're focusing on kills, right? Um, the exploit part is that people are permanently opening the doors to the Feilau mission. Now, what I mean by that is there's a few speed running techniques. I think it started like way back in the day, where they would take out a few doors just to run missions a little bit faster. And then the Iron Horse raid came out. They found out they could do that with the Iron Horse raid. And then now they're using it for this farm. So what they're doing is they're glitching out the door to Feilau at the very end of the mission. And if you glitch out that door, there's no timer. And if there's no timer, you can just sit there and spawn camp those NPCs. So instead of using the timer and resetting and doing it again, they're glitching it and making it to where there's no timer. So that's how people are doing the current XP farm. Now, what Morten Ryberg, the product director, has said on Twitter is that they will fix that with the next client update. Now, I'm guessing that's title update 17.2 is what he's referring to, but I'm not totally sure. I'm not a developer. But he said the big, the next big client update, that's when they can fix, things like this XP farm. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because Camp White Oak is a part of the League event. See right here, you have to do it on hard. And for some reason, Camp White Oak has been like really heavily glitching and lagging to the point where people can't even do the League event. Now, this has also, I don't know if it's related or not, but there's also reports that Manning National Zoo was lagging as well, and I have footage of me doing Manning National Zoo, and it's in fact broken as well. And I also had people send me messages about Countdown and how Countdown is currently broken, and I have clips of me lagging and not being able to play Countdown as well, which is odd because right now I'm on the Xbox Series X, and I'm, hardwired into the internet, fiber optics, all the, bells and whistles. And I typically do not have any connection issues ever. However, these last few updates, it seems to have been the worst it's ever been for me personally on this platform, Xbox. Now, I also play on PlayStation. PlayStation, I will admit, has had problems for a very long time, especially with Countdown. I think PlayStation Countdown is the worst out of all the platforms. And I also play on PC, so I know about the PC crashes. However, Xbox, it seems to have gotten even worse. And now I'm getting reports and people commenting on my videos about all these other missions. So then I started trying these out, and it's the same with me. And they're on PC. So they're telling me about their issues over there, and then I'm trying it on different platforms, and I'm able to replicate these problems. So I wanted to talk about the whole XP thing because that's what a lot of people tend to blame whenever it comes to these connection issues. But it seems that these connection issues are not really related to an XP farm, right? It just so happens that the game is also broken. Now, as far as it affecting Camp White Oak and you're doing the Feilau mission, doing that XP farm, maybe it's affecting it if you're glitching. I don't know. I don't do that glitch, nor do I recommend it. I think if you're doing the timed part, the 2-minute part or whatever, and then it's wiping and whatever, fine. You're just not killing Feilau. I get it. Some people play the game differently. That's why they had to, nerf the tombs because people would just sit there and kill the drones over and over, stuff like that. So I get it. But as far as exploiting those doors and then making it a permanent thing and just sitting there and killing mob after mob after mob. I don't know. All right. So let's get to these clips that I've experienced here recently. Okay. So here is Countdown. And this was just, 2 days ago. Now, right off the bat, we lost 2 players right there. We started with 8, and we just lost 1, and another one disconnected. Okay? You can see there's no timer. There is no timer here on Countdown. You see this? Heroic, no timer. I just hit the countermeasure, right? Now the hunter spawns. What? And now we have a timer. You see this? And another person just got kicked off of my team. So now we're down to 6 people. Oh, we just lost another person. You see this? It's ridiculous, right? So then I'm still trying to fight this hunter, and it's lagging so hard that I couldn't. And then everyone else just starts giving up and leaves the match. But I was like, no, I will kill this hunter, right? So let me see if I can show you the bullet. Oh, no, crap. So we go to leave, right? And this is what it does when you leave Countdown. It keeps you in Countdown. You see this? And then it lags you out of Countdown. It's the most confusing thing I've seen in a long time with this game. And that's just how Countdown is broken, right? And we've all heard about how Countdown's broken. So then I went over to Manning National Zoo. People were like, yo, it's lagging there too. And I was like, what do you mean? I don't typically do Manning National Zoo unless there's some sort of speed run event or something like that. Just because Manning National Zoo is a very, very long stronghold. And typically I try to do the shorter missions. So then I'm over here and I'm testing out this polarity switch, and look at how delayed everything is. Look at this. Look how delayed that is. And then that guy just appeared on the other side of the bench. What? Everything is delayed. It's just like a crazy lag. And I don't even know where to begin with that. So then we go to leave Manning National Zoo, right? And the same thing was going on. I couldn't leave. And it's like, what is possibly happening in Countdown and Manning National Zoo and Camp White Oak to do this? It's not a connection issue. I mean, I already explained it couldn't be a connection issue. So what's going on with the game right now to make these things happen? Because this is not just platform. This is game-wide. This is on every platform. And I'm recreating them to show you from my perspective how this is happening. But you can see I can't respawn. I can't leave. I'm literally stuck in the game. And it's like, what do I do here? Now, the firing range, Countdown, Camp White Oak, Manning National Zoo, I mean, these are all things hopefully will get fixed in, this next update, 17.2. But just a reminder, okay? When is 17.2? Well, 17.1 just happened. 17.1 happened with the Necessary Tactics apparel event. So 17.2 would be the next apparel event, which is scheduled in just under 6 weeks. So we have a month and a half before these things can get fixed, unless they roll out like a special emergency patch. But the known issues board, where it talks about the NinjaBike messenger bag being broke, we haven't talked about that yet. They also talk about how other things are broke and how they are planning on fixing them and addressing them in 17.2. But 17.2 isn't for another 6 weeks. And not only that, but they just added this into the game, which is another topic of controversy. So what the hell is going on with the game right now? Okay? So we're talking about those things, right? And I still haven't even talked about determined and the controversy around them. Well, it's not nerfing. It's not nerfing determined. They're making it work how they want it to work, and the community likes the way it's working right now. But that's another different topic. So right now, let's talk about the Ninja Bike. Okay. So the Ninja Bike is currently bugged on most builds. Now you can see I'm still running it on a lot of builds, but every time I do have to switch things around because it's not seeing or it's not addressing the set bonuses correctly. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have noticed whenever I put on these builds, like right now, you can see the King Breakers at 16, 162.2, right? So right now I'm at 162.2. And if I were to just fast travel anywhere to change the instance, right? It messes up the Ninja Bike. And it's every single time. It's not like once or twice, it's every time. So if you're switching from like the Dark Zone to New York, you're going from New York to Coney Island. See right here, now I'm at 159. See? So I just lost 3,000 damage off of my weapon by fast traveling. And there's no reason why. So what I usually do, this is just my technique, and I made another video on this, but this is how I fix it. I take the Ninja Bike off, I just switch all my gear off back on, and then put it back on, and boom. Now I'm back to 162. But that doesn't save me, right? Because then I do everything over here in Coney Island, and then I go back to DC, and guess what? I have to do it again because the backpack is broken. And I'm getting a lot of people in the comments talk about this as well because they're like, why would I why would I use a build with something that's broken? See, now I'm back down to 159. Now, this isn't just a damage thing, it also, happens with your armor and different armor builds. All right, so I just had to edit that part and go ahead and skip right to this because I was testing more things at this firing range, and I also found out that it works towards your polarity switch global event challenges as well. Just take a look. I mean, I just did this a few minutes ago. You can see it's 6 minutes ago, and I was just shooting with my relic, just shooting targets. I was trying to see if the determined talent is in fact broken. And look at this. You can see I just completed a challenge, eliminate hostiles without shooting the opposite polarity. And I'm leveling up my global event just sitting here in the base of ops. I'm just sitting here at the firing range. And I just unlocked exotic cache. But not only that, you can see in the bottom left corner, it says I just completed eliminate hostiles without shooting opposite polarities. And all I'm doing is I was just doing these targets, just shooting them in the head. Nothing crazy. So that means that the targeting range can complete your league event challenges and also your global event challenges, just depending on what challenges they are. So if it's shade skill kills, you can do that on the left side of your firing range. And if it's shooting enemies and killing enemies without changing polarities, you can do that right here on this part of the firing range. I mean, I don't know. It's crazy, right? I think this is crazy. Not only that, but look at this. Every time I switch my build, it changes my chest piece appearance to what is this? I think this is the sharpshooter chest piece. But when I go to my chest piece and look at it, it says I don't have anything there. It's a Walker Harris chest piece. And then I cycle it on and off, and look. Oh, no, now it's this one. So it's just showing up, and I go back to my appearance. It says my appearance is empty. It shows me the normal chest piece appearance, but then when I back out, you see, and then it reverts back to a different one. And I don't know, I'm not using anything else. Let me see. If I go to favorite, let me just put it on. So I have to put the Walker Harris appearance on the Walker Harris. Nope, there we go. All right, we got it to fix. But that means I had to put the Walker Harris skin on the Walker Harris chest piece. That's so dumb. Because if I don't put that skin on there, it reverts back to whatever other appearance there was prior. That's broken as well. I mean, it's I don't know. And then everyone's up in arms, all right? So we've talked about the NinjaBike being broken. We've talked about the firing range and how that's completely broken, not only for global event challenges, but also your league event challenges. We just showed you that the chess piece appearance mods are broken. What's next? Oh yeah, this is the next thing that has the community in uproar, right? This Resident Evil event, okay? Now, just so everyone is well aware, here is the debate. Here is the problem, okay? When I mean problem, I mean it's just it's a debate, okay? You have one side of the aisle saying that there was no other apparel event ever planned for season 11, meaning this necessary tactics. This was the only apparel event for the entire season. So what they did is, because they had nothing new planned, they figured they would add, the Resident Evil apparel event in here to try to fill that void, to fill that space. Because this is the only season 11. This is the only season that we're only getting 2 exotics. This is the only season that we're getting the lowest amount of rewards from the season reward track. And this is the only season that we're only getting the 1 apparel event, unlike the other ones that give us 2 or even 3 or 4 apparel events. This one, we're only getting 1. And to fill the void of that, they decided to add in this one, the old school Resident Evil apparel event. Now, this one was announced way back in 2020. There was a trailer, and it was originally supposed to be released in September of 2020, with the code name Nightmare, the limited time, little DLC event. And what it was is they reimagined Kinley College with Resident Evil, and it was going to be its own limited time game event, like little game mode, similar to how Extinction was in Rainbow Six Siege, and then Extinction became its own thing. They were going to try to do that here with Kinley College and reimagine it with Resident Evil. Sadly, that never came to be, and they never touched Kinley College ever again. RIP Kinley College. But they did release the Resident Evil apparel event that following February. So February of 2021, that's when we got this apparel event. And once you completed it, you got the Nemesis mask. Now, on top of that, there was a login outfit where you got a Leon Kennedy's outfit. There was also patches and backpack trophies you could get, all Resident Evil themed. Now, right now, the developers are saying that you could purchase all these items right now. And the fact is you can't. There's only a few outfits you can purchase right now that are Resident Evil, and I believe that's only with premium credits, if I'm not mistaken. So if you go over here and go to outfits, Resident Evil would be your top one, right? So these are the only things they have right now that would be technically for sale. And what they're trying to say is that this apparel event would make it free. However, this part right here that they have for sale is not the entire event. This is only the 4 starter outfits with the Resident Evil. We had all the backpack trophies. We had the, let me show you the dog one. Look at this one. See that one? That's the one of the Resident Evil backpack trophies. And then just to give you an idea of one of the patches, let me see. So it came with here's the anniversary patch, the RPD patch, the stars patch. Then we had a umbrella patch, and all of that. But it was a lot bigger than that. And then even if you went over to your coats or whatever, let me see. They're in alphabetical order. There we go. Leon Kennedy RPD shirt. Just things like that. Now, none of those things are for sale. You can't access any of those things. So the question then was to the developers, will all of those items be available during this apparel event? And they said yes. And the real reason is because this apparel event's going to be one of the smallest apparel events out of all of them, because there's only that many outfits. There's only 4, and there's only 14 items total, where this most previous apparel event had 34 items total. So they're going to be adding in all those patches and backpack trophies from that apparel event, and hopefully they can make, a full apparel event out of it. I'm not sure how they're going to do that, but we'll see. The real debate there was, why do that at all if they were available? And it's because half of the items are not available. The developers are saying that it's available now and that it'll be available for free later, but it's because half of the items are not available now, and by doing that apparel event, then they would be available. So that's where the confusion was. I initially thought that we were going to get more than one apparel event this season because we have every single season, but I was wrong. I was wrong. They only had the one apparel event scheduled. So this is going to go down season 11 as the season where we got the least amount of rewards, the least amount of new content, the least amount of apparel events, and a whole bunch of bugs. Yeah, it's not looking that good right now. And that's the whole point of this video, where they keep pushing year 5. What's happening then? We can't wait till then. Everything's going to look better then. But what about now? What's happening now? And look at the state of the game now. Don't peddle what's happening in the future to get our hopes up. Tell us what's going to happen now, because these things need to be addressed now. I mean, I just showed you in the firing range that the league and the global events are both broken. I already explained to you the XP farm and how that's broken. I've already explained to you how Manning, Camp White Oak, Countdown are all bugged right now. They're all super laggy. Like there's multiple things going on. The NinjaBike messenger bag is broken. The Sacrum Imperium is currently broken. What is going? We need more transparency on how these things are going to be addressed. And the problem is priorities. Priorities. What is going to happen? In what order? What is the priority here? Is the priority to pedal year 5 and just continue? Or is the priority to fix everything that's going on right this second? But if that's the case, then what is going to be given up? There's a give and take relationship with what goes on with the live service game. These live service games are not easy to keep going. So they're going to have to do the whole balance board thing. If they're going to spend all their time fixing all of these bugs and all of these things that keep happening with the game, what do you think is going to end up on the, other side, where, it's new content, PvP changes for the game, additions to the game? We know they're not going to do like a big expansion, but they're going to add more stuff, obviously. But all the time they're spending and allocating towards all of these things that are broken and messed up, what do you think that's going to do on the back end with all of our new stuff? So I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I'm sorry that this video has so many different things that I'm talking about, but in the overall picture, once you zoom out and you look at all this as a whole, it just shows that right now, year 5 looks good, but what's going on right now looks really, really bad. And season 11 is currently, I'm not going to say is, unequivocally, but right now in the current state of the game right now today, it's going to be the most bugged, the most things you can pay for, with the least amount of rewards, the least amount of apparel events, the least amount of content. That's horrible. I'm sorry. I am so sorry, but that's horrible. And then the Ninja Bike is broken. That's the one exotic backpack. The Sacrum Imperium isn't working properly. That's the one exotic weapon. So both of your exotics are messed up. They're changing the terminology for determined. So all of your named weapons are about to change a little bit, and whatever weapons that you put determined on are going to change a little bit. The hot shot is still hit and miss. It's, I don't know, man. It's a hot mess. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I hope I help open your eyes to a few things here, and let's discuss it. Let me know what you think about each of these subjects. Let me know what you think about the firing range bug that's, can help you in both the global event and the league. Let me know what you think about all the things that are currently broken. Let me know what you think about their plans for year 5. Let's talk about it, okay? So I hope everyone has a great day. Sorry, I keep burping. I'm sorry. I need to get out of here, drink some water. I'm talking too much. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Let me know your thoughts. Peace.